welcome to my channel. I know it's been a while, of course it's like turning in a late assignment, however, I am here to finish my Hazbin redraw series. First off, I am starting with Velvet. I do love Velvet design. Obviously I don't like her character and none of the V's and what they stand for, but for this video I will be redrawing the V's and how I believe they should look. So for Velvet, she's a doll, however, you don't really find out that she's a porcelain doll until later on in the series. However, I do want to slightly change that. She's more from 2000, so I definitely wanted to give her more of a business casual, which was really high in the 2000s. You know, people were in business attire to clubs, putting on a blazer on everything, so I truly wanted to add that part. Another thing I wanted to add was I wanted to give her black features back. Like I said, I really have an issue with Vees making all her black characters just look like an ashy gray, or just not giving them the true skin color that they needed, so I definitely added that back towards the end. But overall, I just wanted to make her look more doll-like, show off a lot of her doll joints. I do cover a little bit of them, because just in case she might be slightly bit insecure about her doll features. But overall, I just wanted to make sure that she had her skin color, I fixed a little bit of her design. And of course, I know she wears a lot of outfits throughout the show. She's an icon for that. However, I wanted to fix up just how she looked on an everyday. Another thing I wanted to talk about was my hatred for the season 2 ending. More like the ability to take 3 bad characters, only push one person's bad agenda, but then try to soften up the other two's. They're just as bad as him, and just because Valentino and Velvet don't want to go as harsh as Vox, they don't stop a lot of the bad things that they did. Obviously, making an abuser and pimp, essentially, become side with the good guys is very awkward and very weird. And of course, Velvet condones it, so I am going to put them in the same category for this one. However, I truly wish, they were just as competent enough to do the evil things as Vox. So for my redesigns, I give them all the same hypnotic eye that Vox would have, because if they were all equal as the Vees, I truly wanted to make sure they can hypnotize, but for different reasons for hypnotization. Obviously Vox has it to where it's you trust him, you do what he says. Maybe Velvet will make you like another slave zombie, and I feel like Velvet Valentino's would be more for acting compared to the other two. Now on to Valentino, which is a perfect switch over. I wanted to make him more evil. I hate the babyfication of Valentino, especially in the song. I think it was just like a reprise of him singing really melodramatic. And don't get me wrong, you can be a melodramatic person. However, you're already an abuser, you're already somebody who sexually assaults people. I don't see the point of babying him. So I really went for a more of a manipulative type character. He already is. However, he has 4 eyes, and I definitely wanted to make it to where his top eyes are more of an actor type eyes, so he can manipulate people with the top eyes, but the bottom eyes is very evil. And of course, I did give him glasses because he canonically can't see. He's a moth. That makes sense. And also, I changed his under wings outfit. I hated the under wings outfit. Obviously, he's a pimp. He's part of a porn industry, so I understand that. I wanted to make him look a little bit more put together, because standing beside Vox and Velvet, he does look not put together. And I wanted them to be just as, manipulators together. Like I said, I don't like the pushing of one villain to soften up everybody else. Does not make sense. Does not like it. Also give him his skin color back, despite him being a terrible representation for his race. I decided he still should keep it just in case. He's a Florida man, so already not looking great. However, I truly wanted to just give back a lot of his characteristics. I wanted to make him look more evil in comparison. He's a very competent person. I hate the whole he don't know what he's doing. He's only being manipulated by love. No, he manipulates others with love, and I don't believe he could fall for something that easily himself. So I definitely wanted to work on changing that because 100% I do not like the idea of that. This is me adding like a lot of stuff to his wings before I race throughout his body. Overall, I didn't spend too much time on him. I will admit he is kind of rushed. However, I truly wanted to focus on the parts where his four eyes actually mean something. Like he's a fake person on top. He shows his real personality at the bottom. And so he can be just as manipulative and just as evil as the other V's as well. Now, of course, do I believe that he can change? Very small, but yes, because of how the writing is to be. The writing is very inconsistent, so I, of course, believe he will find a way to change. However, it's impossible to make him change when he's still abusing Angel. Okay, last person on the list is Fox. While the other two I was focused on sprucing them up and making them look fine-tuned, I however wanted to go a little bit more unraveled with this character. Mainly because now that you have his backstory, I wanted him to look a little bit more like he deserves to be in hell. Like I wanted to definitely put his face inside of the TV instead of giving the TV a face. I felt like with all these humanoid faces going on, it truly don't fully make sense that he's just a flat screen TV. Maybe putting his head inside of a flat screen TV compared to when Vincent was an old school TV would definitely be something. But I truly wanted to focus more on the unhinged version of him. Also, he's over 50 years old. I want to make characters look their age. Not everybody's staying the same age in hell. They look all the same age. And I definitely wanted to focus on fixing that. Um, yeah, so I wanted to make him look a little bit more older, like an older man that's trying to fit in with the times. That is more of Vox than who he is. Because I mean, he has a fear of being outdated. He has a fear of being irrelevant. He has a fear of looking small. And so for him just to be an older man who's trying to get into the new stuff would actually suit his character a little bit more. And honestly, I try to focus a lot on that. Of course, I gave all the characters like signature colors, their signature colors. I didn't change anything like that. I just truly wanted to focus on A, make sure he looked his age, B, just giving what I feel like he would look like, and C, also adding back a lot of the water back into his character. I put fishes in his TV screen to show like he's like a head in water. Because despite him having shockwave and being very water oriented as well, we only see the electrification. We don't see electricity, we don't see the TV, but the water also has a very huge part of him dying and becoming electrocuted. You know, he tried to start a cult in water. So I guess it's kind of a failure for that part. But overall, I just wanted to focus on making him look a little bit more shaggier, a little bit more hell made. Even though I hated the shirt, I did give him back his shirt, his striped color shirt. I hate it. However, I don't see it enough to want to fully change it. So I did give it back to him. I think I changed his gloves a little bit where like the blue parts would be able for him to like touch screens and stuff. And like I said, I definitely wanted to make him look more hellborn. Well, not hellborn, but more desirable for being in hell. He don't crave attention. He don't crave just natural looks. So I definitely wanted him to look more hell-like. Alright, this is going to be it for my Vees redraw. Everything you want to say, please comment down below. Anything else you want to see, subscribe. Alright, goodbye.